Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Music Den. I'm your host, Armando Venditti. Hoping you guys are having a good day and above all else that you're indeed looking after yourselves and one another. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I am back with Mr. Bill Schuster. How's it going, Bill?
Full Armando, dig deeper into the decade of greed.
There we go. There we go. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with running back through the 80s. We are tackling the year 1987. Now, again, just for the few of you out there who don't know what this is all about, Bill and I have put together a list of our of 7 songs, top five plus two honorable mentions for the years 1980 to 1989. Again, we had so much fun doing the Tripping Through the 70s episodes that we thought we'd continue this into the 1980s, and we may even go forward. Who knows? Who knows? Bill's ready. I'm not,
Boys,
but who knows? All right, so in this episode, we are tackling the year 1987. And yeah, as it goes through the decade, the pickings get slimmer and slimmer, in my very humble opinion. But you know what? We're gonna get through this and we're gonna have fun doing it, damn it. So without further ado, I will pass the virtual mic over to Bill, and he's gonna give us his number five pick for 1987. Take it away, Bill.
right? Thank you, Armando. Um, my first one for 1987 is definitely a one-hit wonder, as far as I know. But people on the planet Vulcan certainly know about this artist. If you'll remember when the lust came upon Spock and he had to fight Kirk on Spock's home planet of Vulcan,
Oh,
the
that's
Vulcan
right.
matriarch who oversaw the ceremony was called T'Pau.
Oh my God.
Yes, that's right. It's T'Pau, named after that very character on Star Trek.
Are you
And the song is
serious?
Heart and Soul. Yes. Did you?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Do you know the song?
Yes.
Okay. It's, yeah.
Produced by Roy Thomas Baker.
You definitely know the song. All right. Yeah. Give a little bit of heart and soul. Give a little bit of love to grow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing fancy, extra deep, extra anything about this song. I've just always really thought it was catchy as hell and just
Yeah.
made me feel good listening to it. It's just a
Yeah.
fun, upbeat, happy pop song. Very well done. And, being a Star Trek nerd from back in childhood, the fact that they were named after an obscure Star Trek one shot character like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
that gives it extra nerd points for me. So
Yeah. Yeah.
bonus. So yeah, to Pow with Heart and Soul is my number five.
Yeah, that song was, as I scratch my nose here, that song was played relentlessly on Much Music in the set in the I was gonna say 70s, in the 80s. Ah! Oh yeah. No, no. And it was mentioned, it was kind of um it was considered to be a big deal that, Roy Thomas Baker, who had worked with, uh,
Queen, the Cars,
Queen, obviously the Cars and Journey, and I believe Foreigner at one point, and Nazareth as an engineer on their second album. That not that I know this stuff, but that
Darkness.
he had come in and produced this the album for the band. Interesting. Good choice. Good choice. Tapow. All right.
Pow.
All right. My first choice again, and because again it's number five doesn't mean it's a bad track or inferior in any way. Crowded House with Don't Dream It's Over. Um, just a beautiful, heart-wrenching song. A wonderful arrangement, beautiful instrumentation on this track. The band's breakout single, debut and breakout single from the album, from this year. It's just very well crafted and very heartfelt in its delivery about basically don't give up. Whatever
Yeah,
you're going through, whatever you feel that you're going through, That's a hardship for you. Don't give up. Sounds a bit cliche, but it does ring true. And
Yes.
even the lead-off lyric, there is freedom without, there is freedom within. Just yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yes. Can't even. There is coffee in the mug, guys. There's no Baileys in the mug, just coffee. But it's a beautiful track, a beautiful sentiment, and from a fantastic band. Car House, but don't dream it's over.
When the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. No, they won't win. I mean, it's a very empowering message. It's
Yeah,
us against the world.
yeah,
We're going to make this work. It's a very uplifting chorus.
yeah,
Yeah, and yeah, this song is another one of those absolute time capsule songs that take you right back to when
yeah.
it
Oh
came
yeah,
out, and
yeah.
it's very much of its era in a great way.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great.
All right, back on this now for something more schmaltzy, like the pow.
Yeah,
So go
right.
ahead. Okay, okay,
Um,
go ahead. You're number
it's
four.
definitely more synthy. Um, oh, I just died in your arms tonight.
Cutting
Yeah,
Crew. Oh my
cutting
God.
through.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. This is absolutely state of the art synth pop 1987 here.
Oh, another Virgin signing. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Um,
Holy shit. No, because
this,
they,
this,
yeah, Cutting Crew and Tapao were signed both signed to Virgin Records. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
it's all right. It took me a second to catch on fully to what you said there, but
Yeah,
yeah,
another Virgin signing. Yes, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, Branson got around there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, the bastard. Go on.
I don't really have a whole lot to say about Cutting Crew. Frankly, I've never listened to the full album. I only know the two hits that they had, this and Been in Love Before, which is also quite nice, a little
Yeah,
more conventional.
yeah,
This one seems a little more state of the art 80s,
yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah,
She's loving my
great.
proxy. Oh my God. Just that lyric. It's like, okay, all right. That's a good one. It is a really good one. Okay. My next one, number four, is The Pretenders with Don't Get Me Wrong from Get Close. Yes, it was released in 86, the album, but this one was also a single in 87. I just love the arrangement of the track. And if you've seen the video, um, it has sort of a spy kind of a feel to it. Like what was that? There was that British show called The Avengers, I believe
Tim
it was called.
Appeal, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, yeah. And it intercut uh, scenes from the show from the lead actors in the video of Don't Get Me Wrong. Just a really good, well-crafted pop song, right? Like, and this is where the Pretenders went into more of a, with Get Close, they went into more of a R&B kind of feel with their songs. Like other songs on the album were My Baby, Him to Her, and Don't Get Me Wrong. But I think this is a well-crafted pop song. No hidden messages. There are certain songs that will take you back to a certain time frame. Like Bohemian Rhapsody takes me back to 75, watching it on an American Bandstand all the time. I'm 5 years old watching it on an American Bandstand. This song takes me back to 86, 87, that time frame, right? Awkward teenager. My brother was striking out with girls. I didn't even want to know about that kind of shit. So I was like always into the music. So I was into buying records, right? So and and he did strike out with girls, believe me, he did. Um, and you know what I'm talking about, Tony, believe me. Anyways, I'm not gonna go there. But
Too late.
yeah, too late. We'll talk off camera. But yeah, no, this is just a really uplifting arrangement. And just her vocal is just so lively on it. Chrissy Hines' vocal is just so uplifting to me. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, is my number four for 1987 Pretenders.
Yeah, I started hearing it in my head the moment you said it, so that's a good sign. Frankly, I don't think that the Pretenders, whether it was the full original band or whatever version Chrissy was fronting,
Yeah,
I don't think they had a bad single in the entire decade of the '80s. Every song that was
yeah,
released or radio that got played was good, at
yeah,
least, if not excellent. And this is
yeah.
a good example of that.
And let's be honest, this Get Close was a good follow-up to Learning to Crawl,
Yeah,
right? I mean, it's unfortunate that she felt that the band that she put together for this album didn't fit as a touring group, so she disbanded the band at during the tour for this album. But you know what? A good song again is a good song. So that's my number four. Your next one, sir, number three.
number three.
Number
Yeah.
three.
Let's see if I can piss off the Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship fan base again.
You're doing good so far. Go ahead.
And I'm smack talking a little, but I actually am a fan myself of Jefferson Airplane and Jefferson Starship. So
Sure you are.
not
Well,
just it's I'm talking deep cuts and stuff too. I really do dig them. So I kid, but people give
he's
Starship
backpedaling. Go
minus
on.
the Jefferson so much crap that I think they need to be defended to a degree because they put out some good stuff. It just wasn't what it used to be like. And of course, obviously, I'm talking about Starship here. The song this time, though, is Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now,
An
which
American
has,
soundtrack.
yeah, exactly that. And I was about to say that's the bonus points it gets because I always had a soft spot for that movie. I had a crush on Kim Cattrall then. That was her breakout role long before Sex and the City. And her and Andrew McCarthy in that movie, it was just this cute, goofy fantasy, little romantic story. And yeah, this song fit it nicely somehow. It's just kind of the same thing. Nothing's too deep here, but also nothing's going to stop us now. But yeah, Grace and Mickey handle the vocals well. Sure, it may be weird for some people, hearing the woman who sang stuff like Triad and Lather and stuff like that back in the 60s, uh, singing these little 80s pop confections with the heavy duty production. But I think it works well. It really is just a nice, touching, upbeat, inspiring song. And
Oh,
again,
yeah.
it's like the Don't Dream It's Over. It has that message. We will persevere here. We're gonna make
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they take a lot of crap. Well, I'm here to defend them. So it's my number three. Starship, nothing's gonna stop us now.
Yeah. Featuring Narada Michael Walden on drums.
He gets around too.
It's a good pick. It's infectious. It's got that hook. It's good melody. Grace Slick, sorry, Grace Slick would leave Starship shortly about a year and a half after this, because she didn't like the direction that the band was going. So, all right, moving on. My number three is, oh, this is a good one. Billy Idol with Moni Moni. There's a live version of this.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Get laid, get fucked. Yeah. Oh, pardon, folks. But that's what we
Ladies
always
and
did on
gentlemen,
the dance
the
floor.
ladies and gentlemen, the rumor of this, well, the backstory of this remake is that, uh, you know, there was a story of this song being played at a wedding
A white wedding?
reception, and everybody was dancing on the dance floor, and the bride is included. And during the choruses, here she comes now singing Moni Moni. And the response to that was everybody get laid, get fucked. And there was a story where the bride was actually yelling that out too. Get laid, get fucked. And the groom yelled out, "Wait till after, sweetheart." I mean, it's like after the wedding. But the back to the song at hand. This song was featured on, I do believe, an EP that uh, Billy Idol did in the early 80s. This is a remake of, a song from the
Tommy
60s.
James and the Shondells.
Tommy James and the Shondells. That's right. But this version of it, the live version of it, has got punch. It's got rhythm. A killer guitar solo from Steve Stevens, and it's just a really good, well-produced version of this song, and it's infectious. I dare anybody to listen to this song and not shake your ass. I dare you, because you know what? You lose the bet. Good song, good rhythm, catchy as all get out, and bloody amazing guitar from Steve Stevens. Case closed. Number three, Moni Moni, Billy Idol. Deal with it. Next one.
Yeah, that's and yeah, it was on every dance floor everywhere for forever. And yes, we all shouted that little extra bit. Uh, one of my favorite cool little music facts about 1987.
Mhm.
This was not the only Tommy James and the Shondells cover to go to number one on the charts that year. And in
Okay.
fact, they were back to back. Tiffany covered, I think, We're
I think
Alone
we're
Now.
alone now. Yeah, that's right.
And the fact that they were back to back on the charts, one replaced the other, both Tommy James covers, that was just so cool and weird.
And let's not forget like 1981, 82, or 82 with Joan Jett and the Blackhearts with Crimson and Clover.
Yeah. Oh God, that was a sexy version too. That
That
was
was a good version to it.
sultry as hell.
Okay. So what if she's singing about a woman? Who cares?
It
I
yeah,
mean, it's,
man, it's
I mean,
yeah.
we all know this. Okay. There's no cat out of the bag. Okay. I mean, let's not even go there. I mean, but yeah, I mean, a good song is a good song. But this version of Money Money, it had rock, it had funk to it in terms of the beat. It had sex to it. Ooh, mm, mm. I'm about to change my clothes right now. Go on, I mean, let's go. I mean,
All right. Well, I'm not going to be able to derail you for very long because we've already talked about this song.
okay,
It's my number two is "Don't Dream It's Over" by Crowded House.
good choice.
So yeah, obviously I hold it in pretty high esteem. So
Yeah, no, that's my number two is Heart with Alone. Uh,
keep getting mileage out of this shirt.
I hear the ticking of the clock. I'm lying here. The room is pitch dark. I wonder where you are tonight. No answer on your telephone. And the night goes by so very slow. I hope it won't end though alone. It's like, oh my God, okay, you know what? Hair pop or not hair, like, tease hair, whatever, and with the outfits they wear that. A good song is a good song. And this song kicked ass. Okay. And it's basically about someone who just is longing to be in a relationship with that one special person that she knows, and he or she, in this case, she is just wanting to tell that person how she feels about them, and hoping to God that that person feels the same way. What's wrong with that? And it's done beautifully. The arrangement is done amazingly. The synthetic drums are not. I'm not sure that. I'm sure the drums are done live, but let's not beat around the bush. The 80s were infamous for having that 80s sound production wise, okay? And the song it may be somewhat guilty of that, but you know what? Again, it is a fantastic track from Bad Animals. This album also features a remake of a Del Bello track that Lisa Del Bello did from 1984 on Human Forces called Wait for an Answer. Okay? But we're talking about Alone. Fantastic, uh, beautifully crafted rock pop song. Case closed.
think one of the things I appreciate most, I like the song quite a bit. Uh, One of the things I appreciate about it the most, though, is that I kind of felt bad for Ann Wilson when Nancy ended up singing lead on These Dreams, and that became the first number one song for Heart ever, even though Ann is the primary lead singer of the
Yeah,
band. Yeah. So
yeah.
when this became number one and Ann finally got her number one, I thought that was good. It was a
Hey,
she could finally
Hart
get that notch on her own there.
Hart back in the day kicked ass. They kicked ass like no one's business, you know? And I mean, when they started, like they were opening for Queen on the European tours. Like in 77, 78, 79, they opened for Queen.
Said I would have loved to have seen those shows.
Can you imagine Hart as an opening act for Queen? That would have been a double bill in heaven. That's like unreal. And um, they had respect. I mean, yes, in during the early part of their career, a lot of the sexism came in, and like, oh, this was it was our first time. Like, give me a give me a fucking break. You're demeaning a person. You're demeaning someone's ability to be a creative force in this world. That's disgusting. But over time, they've gotten credit, and kudos from people like Brian May and James Hetfield and Sammy Hagar and Jerry
Everybody in the
Cantrell.
Seattle grunge
Yeah,
scene.
I mean, Alice in Chains, Cantrell. I mean, the these two are Anne and Nancy Wilson are a force to be reckoned with. And if you think that they're not, shame on you. That's all I'm going to say.
And
That's
if you
all.
think that they lost the magic somewhere, go check out the albums they put out in this century. I mean, Jupiter's
Exactly.
Darling, Red Velvet Car, and Fanatic. Those are all excellent
I
albums.
have Fanatic and I have Red Velvet Car. Amazing. Amazing. Beautifully
But
done. Just your next one.
my number one, um, I went through and played all these yesterday. Watched all the videos just to get the full vibe and everything. Said, and as soon as this one started playing, I knew this was it. This had to be number one. Uh, the iconic piano intro alone sold me. And then when you get into the lyrics, it's the way it is.
Ooh.
Bruce Hornsby and the Range.
Yeah.
And again,
RCA.
this is another one of those songs that's so damned relevant today, and I wish it was not, because the bigotry that's spoken about in this song is
Yeah.
alive and thriving, and I'll just leave it at that. But
Yeah. Um,
gorgeous song. I mean, his piano obviously became a huge part of the late 80s, early 90s. I mean, he was all over Don Henley's, the end of the
the end of the
innocence.
innocence. Yeah.
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 But, but
Those chords that he plays on the end of the innocence, it's Bruce Hornsby. No, this song,
very
yeah.
much.
Um, I had this on vinyl when it came out.
One thing that
Fortunately,
always, oh, go ahead.
sorry. Unfortunately, from 1987 to 2025, we haven't learned a damn thing.
No,
We haven't. And that's a sad thing
and
to say.
some never will.
I know, I know. But a beautiful song.
The a bit that always bothered me about it, though, about the range, was, I'm a big Ambrosia fan. I've mentioned a couple of their songs in
Yeah.
previous episodes of our countdowns here, and I love all five of their albums and everything. One of their two primary singer songwriters was Joe Puerta, their
Yeah,
bass
Joe
player
Puerta,
also.
yeah.
And Joe Puerta was the bass player in The Range a few years, after Ambrosia had broken up.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I was reminded of that when I watched the video for this, and there's Joe on bass with his curly hair and everything, and I was like, man, it always just kind of bummed me out because Joe was such an important musician to me to see him kind of be an anonymous sideman, basically, even in as great an outfit as Bruce Hornsby on the range. It was just
Yeah.
it always struck me as weird to see him there and being this anonymous bass player when I know he was, one of the front men in Ambrosia.
Yeah.
So that's the odd little fact that many people may not know.
You see,
Yeah,
I didn't even put the two and two together. I didn't realize that. Okay. Oh, that's a good song. And it's a good factoid to put out there. Um, my number one, let's go looking for some trees, shall we?
for
In
someone.
particular, for some trees. In particular, the Joshua tree.
Uh-huh.
You too, with or without you. Blew my segue, but fuck it.
Sorry, I got a thorn in my side.
There you go. Um, that was a good song by the Eurythmics as well too. We won't go there. Um, yeah. Uh, track three, side one. This is, I mean, you couldn't throw a stick without smashing into a, like a YouTube poster or like, like they were all over the radio in '87. This was their breakout album, in terms of mass popularity. I mean, they had the Unforgettable Fire, which, with Pride in the Name of Love and MLK, but this album just broke them wide open. And I remember when this album came out, they did a press conference at the El Macombo Club to announce the tour that they were going to be doing. And it was broadcast on TV on Much Music. It was that big. Um, even the lead off lyrics, see the stone set in your eye, see the thorn twist in your thigh. I wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate on a bed of nails, she makes me wait. And I wait for you. It's just like with or without you. It is so beautifully done and really heartfelt in its delivery. And the production on it is just, to me, immaculate. And when he gets into the chorus and he does I guess you call them the yells, call them response. He does them so heartfelt, so gut-wrenchingly that it's like you're sitting there and tears are rolling down your face. They're not going to do it today, but it's a beautifully crafted song, and it was a monster hit. So that's my number one. You too, with or without you from the Joshua Tree, or as other people call it, the Joshua Tree, because they can't pronounce Josh. So, um, that's my number one.
That's one of those. I mean, the whole album still stands up well, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, it does. Mothers of the Disappeared, Running
Red
to
Hill
Stand
Mining
Still.
Town. Yeah.
Like, come on.
I
Um,
looked for Where the Streets Have No Name, but apparently it was not a big enough hit to make the year-end top 100, or that definitely would have made my list. That was my favorite of the hits from
yeah,
the album. But
yeah.
yeah, With or Without You is still great. My first honorable mention in '86, I deliberately left out. I had stated Genesis and Heart because I was concentrating on less legendary artists with fewer hits and whatnot.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well, Land of Confusion by Genesis is my first honorable mention. It was this
Okay.
or In Too Deep. I could flip a coin. Very different songs. Love them both. Uh, yeah, making up for lost time here with Genesis. So
Okay. It's
I
no, it's
won't
a good
even.
song.
There's of course some people will know it by the absolutely unnecessary Disturbed cover, but the original is all that's needed.
Yeah.
this was quite a rocker for them, really. And lyrically, yet again, here we go. Lyrics that can fit perfectly into 2025.
I must have dreamed 1,000 dreams, been haunted by a million screams, but I can see the marching feet. They're marching into the street. It's like, now, did you read the news today? They say the danger's gone our way. It's like, oh my God. But I can see the fire still light, it burning into the night. It's like, whoo, yeah, very much so. Very much so.
The one line that does kind of irritate me a little is where Phil sings the bit about how his generation is not. Oh God, it just went out of my head.
We're
We're
not
not
just
making
making
promises.
promises that we
That,
know we'll never keep.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, Phil. The Boomers made a lot of promises they didn't keep, and they let us down.
Mhm.
So unfortunately, that lyric was not at all accurate.
Mm.
And just before, not all boomers. I'm close to a boomer myself, so yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're only 2 years apart, you and I. So, in terms of age, so no, it's a good one. It's a really good one. And it has, different sections to it. And just, I mean, the video aside, I mean,
The video's entertaining too.
yeah.
The animation, the
Mhm.
claymation, shall we say?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. My first honorable mention is Bill already mentioned it, Thorn in My Side from Eurythmics. Um, from Revenge. Well constructed pop track with a serious lyric about a woman who is just fed up with her partner and is like, "You suck. I'm sick and tired of your bullshit. I'm sick and tired of your crap, of your lying to me. Uh, you were never good for me. And I got what I deserved because I chose to listen to you, and you fuck me around more often than not. So you know what? Fuck you. I'm gone. You've just been a thorn in my side, and it's a good, well-crafted pop song. Um,
And those were the exact lyrics, also.
yeah,
All right, maybe not.
pretty much. Uh, well, you gave me such a bad time. You tried to hurt me, but now I know. That's the lead on. That's the just this sort of spoken intro that she does, and then it goes into the song. Thorn in my side, that's all you ever were. A bundle of lies. That's all that it was worth. I mean, hello, that is basically what the song is, okay? Um, and yeah, no, I just again, that album also features The Miracle of Love, Missionary Man, uh, the Last Time, which another single that was released, I believe, in England, but it was featured on the Outrageous Fortune soundtrack with Shelley Long and Bette Midler. But this song, Thorn in My Side, as a second single release, I thought it was a really good, well-crafted pop song. And no hidden meaning, just a really good, well, meaning is kicking them out the door, but to run away from you is all I could do. So, yeah, good, well-crafted pop song. My first honorable mention. Can never say that word. Um, from Eurythmics.
All right. Well, my second honorable mention is going to be quick and easy. I said I ignored Genesis and Heart deliberately in '86. Well, yeah, here's Heart with one you've already mentioned. I'm going to get more mileage out of this shirt one last time. It's Alone as my second honorable mention. Well, we've already discussed it. So, yeah, great song.
Mhm. Mhm.
In fact, half the episode was about that song and
I
related
know, I know, I
topics.
know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, no, it's a good song. A good pick. Good pick. Where have I heard that before? My last honorable mention is Bruce Springsteen with Brilliant Disguise from Tunnel of Love. Um, Massive release with Born in the USA in '84. Tunnel of Love was his follow-up, um, released 3 years later. Uh, and this is basically him talking about the breakdown of his marriage to his first wife, Julianne. Phillips, I believe. Julianne is her name. And he has recently admitted in an interview uh, with George, I forget his name, Stephanopoulos, uh, that he was a bad husband the first time around. But in the video for it, there are certain videos that let me rephrase that, ladies and gentlemen. This episode's gone off the rails anyway. The there are certain videos that you see in terms of music videos or certain points in time that you watch something and you realize that musically things are changing and they're not going to be the same ever again. Well, I was watching this video. It was New Year's Day, uh, 88, and this video was playing on Much Music. And it's just him with a tape machine as the backing track, but he's playing guitar, acoustic guitar, and he's singing this live in the video. And the one lyric that just stood out to me is, "God have mercy on the man who doubts what he's sure of." Watching that video, I knew that at that point, going forward, that things in my life, certain things in my life, were never going to be the same. And when I think about this song in this video, that's what I remember. It's a brilliantly crafted song, heartfelt lyric, heartfelt vocal delivery, even live, because he's singing it live off the floor and he's struggling to keep his his self together for to finish off the video because he knows that his marriage is ending and he's got to move on. So the fact that it's an honorable mention does not diminish it at all. A beautiful song, a beautiful message, well crafted production, and an amazing delivery. Springsteen with Brilliant Disguise, my last honorable mention for 1987.
And a definite, even though it was very successful, in hindsight, it seems like one of those cases of I just had my most successful, most mainstream popular album. Let's take a left turn and run away from that.
Let's do
He
something
was
different.
so huge, it didn't matter at that point yet.
He could have released an album of farts and sneezes and it would have went to number one.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's be honest, I'm not being gross. I'm not being, like disgusting. He could have released an album of body moans and sounds and bodily functions, and it would have hit number one. And he purposely went in another direction, and because he felt he had to.
Kind of like what he did with Nebraska after the river. It's like, well, that was successful. Let's run away.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
So respect to him as an artist for doing that kind of stuff. Of
That's
course, he
the
had the power, the success to be able to make those choices.
yeah, and let's not forget he in the 70s had to fight for his publishing. He sued his first manager to get out of his management deal because his manager tried to screw him out of his publishing. And he fought for it and won. He won. Like, that was a time where artists really didn't do that. Not to quote a corny episode of a series, but around here, kid, we cracked I cracked the whip, you take the trip. It's like, no, 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 no. And a lot of artists back in the day would have done that. He said, no, this is wrong. So kudos to him for doing that and winning, getting everything back, you know? So, anyways, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of The Days of Our Lives, um, otherwise known as Running Back Through the 80s,
With many side
1987.
trips along the way.
Exactly. Please put down in the comments below No melodrama, just your picks for songs for 1987. And hopefully by hearing these stories and listening to these, these picks, it would have brought back memories for you of these songs. Or maybe put down in the comments songs that you want to talk about or that we should, that we should have paid attention to. Again, we don't know everything. We're just telling you what we feel and what we remember from back in the day. So again, please click like and subscribe, and do hit the notification bell to keep yourselves on top of any new content I've got coming up. I want to thank Bluebeard, otherwise known as Bill Schuster, for coming along with me. I can call him that, and because I'm not really Rudolph anymore, my red nose has disappeared. Anyways, we will be back with running back through the 80s, 1988, as quickly as possible. Have a good day. Look after yourselves and one another. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.